detention hearing is the extension of a first appearance, as far as I'm concerned. It is not any sort of a situation where we previously asked the court to reduce a previously set bond. We have not done that yet. As to the allegations, the state's argument that there were translation issues, okay, then that shows that law enforcement didn't do a great investigation. I mean, they're investigating potential capital felony, and they can't take the time to bring along an actual interpreter when they discuss allegations that may put somebody in jail for the rest of their life. I mean, that's concerning to me, just as a defense attorney, that they're essentially investigating a capital felony, probably using Google Translate or something on the scene. So I'm not asking the court to reduce this to a signature bond. I'm not asking the court to reduce this to like a $5,000 cash or professional bond. Just to get out of jail, he'd have to put $5,000 down and have a bondsman on his back. So we are simply asking the court to consider reducing this bond to a $50,000 cash professional bond.
Thank you. Mr. Victor Riano.
Yes.
Your attorney does a really, really good job of arguing for you. His advocacy, I don't think, can be any stronger at this point. Certainly makes me have second thoughts on what my thoughts were when I did my homework and read through the arrest report and basically the sworn statement, which is all I have to go on as far as the facts. I do understand the strengths and weaknesses within just the affidavit, the sworn statement from the officer, as far as the alleged facts. But I do have concerns if I just jump to to all I've got is, and the state mentioned something about there may be some weakness on the Facebook Messenger, but if looking at just the sworn statement, the defendant apologized for doing any wrong and asked for forgiveness. He said that when he drinks a lot, which that is consistent with what the alleged victim stated about cerveza, about beer. He said that when he drinks a lot, he loses himself and does not know who he is. He said he felt bad and did not remember what happened. And then later, the last paragraph, the defendant is an undocumented immigrant and is believed to be a flight risk. That's just their belief, so that doesn't carry a lot of weight with the court without any facts behind it. But then it states, he has also provided a different name to law enforcement in recent contacts and has failed to appear for court in Okaloosa County. Based upon the totality of everything that I have, respectfully, your motion to reduce bond is denied. So I'll see Mr. Victoria on May 13th, is that correct?
I would ask to continue this to July, Your Honor.
To July, okay,
Yes,
on July 8th. So I'll see you no later than July 8th. Thank you, sir.
That's fine.
That's yours, yes.
Mrs. Rafael Lopez Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Lopez Rodriguez. We do have an agreement to resolve this case. At this time, Mr. Lopez Rodriguez will enter a plea, a no contest plea, as charged on counts 5 and 7 of the information. On count 4, he will enter a plea to the lesser included offense of possession of marijuana under 20 grams. In exchange for the plea, the state will no pros counts 1, 2, 3, 6. The agreed upon disposition is that he will serve 11 months, 29 days in the Okaloosa County Jail. That is with credit for all time served. He would be adjudicated. He'll be assessed $615 in court costs, $150 in public defender fees. We would request that that be reduced to a judgment. We expect that Mr. Lopez Rodriguez will be deported upon the completion of his sentence. We have discussed his immigration status, and he is aware that he should expect to be deported. And that's primarily the reason why we're asking to reduce this to a judgment. So, may I approach?
Yes, sir. Mr. Lopez Rodriguez, if you'll raise your right hand. Thank you. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Mr. Lopez Rodriguez, did you understand everything that Mr. Klein stated today on the record?
Yes.
Do you understand that if I accept your plea, that you're waiving your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut in, Your Honor. I did want the court to be aware that I met with him yesterday at the jail, and the plea agreement was read to him in its entirety in Spanish. So,
Thank you. Mr. Lopez Rodriguez, have you ever been adjudicated guilty of a felony before?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So do you understand that if you enter this plea, that you will be a convicted felon?
Yes.
Do you still wish to enter the plea?
Yes.
Mr. Klein's mentioned about deportation. I used to tell defendants in your situation that the entering of this plea may subject you to deportation. But after that, I read some appellate cases where they say, we're supposed to tell you, do you understand that this shall subject you to deportation? I am not a federal judge.